ANON or 8 a.m. in the morning.
Man, what's happening, man? This is my business. You know, man, I got PA's finest with me, man. Let's go, son.
Flex on, I'll murder your next song. Flex on, high school had a special effects on.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is, man? 5G is such a big topic right now. So many people getting in their feelings over it. So many people getting emotional. Let me tell y'all this, man. Before we jump into this video, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I'm not a person that has to do a million different hours of research. For me, I speak on situations from two perspectives. Principle, which is, you know, morals, integrity, etc., etc., and then logic. Those are only two things I need. You feel me? Principle and logic can give you a very valid standpoint on something a little bit more than research can sometimes. Why? Because, you know, I want to say it also delves into like common sense, but, you know, as the great DMX once said, common sense isn't so common. You understand? With 5G, right? There's so much going on right now in terms of now, as far as what 5G is, to, you know, just on the surface level, it's pretty much, you know, you had 2G, you had 3G, 4G, 5G is supposed to be the next wave. You know, it all deals with data, how data gets transferred. You know, it's really faster Wi-Fi, faster phone speed, you know, stuff like that. That's what that deals with. But people's main concern is like radiation and stuff like that. And the radiation comes from, obviously, radio frequencies, right? So, you know, people are burning down 5G towers that are being built. People are saying there are conspiracies around, oh, well, 5G is giving people coronavirus, or it's giving people coronavirus symptoms. They're saying that companies are sneaking around to build 5G towers while people are on quarantine, stuff like that. A whole bunch of dumb shit, you feel me? Now, a couple of these theories I do want to, you know, kind of just speak on because they're just absolute bullshit. You understand? For one, saying that people are sneaking around to build 5G towers, I mean, these are not just like little things that you implant into a brick wall and all of a sudden you have 5G. No, these are towers that either have to be built or current towers that are already giving off a 4G signal have to be modified for 5G. You understand? It's not something you can sneak around and do. You know, I understand it's quarantine and stuff like that, but quarantine, it isn't being enforced everywhere. So you know what that means? People are still outside. People are still in their cars driving around. So if people were to be, you know, building these towers or modifying existing ones, people are going to see. You can't sneak around. And, you know, that's like saying somebody's sneaking around, I don't know, building houses or some shit. Like, that's not something you can sneak around and do, pea brains. People are just so stupid. As far as, the whole radiation thing goes, yes, 5G is going to give off radiation, but let me say this. It's no different than what you already have. You understand? Now, my whole issue with people being so against the towers is that y'all are forgetting that in order to use 5G, you have to have 5G enabled devices. So even if a tower is built, whatever quote unquote radiation effects you're supposed to feel, you're not going to feel them if you don't have a 5G enabled device. P-brains. Do you get it now? Now, y'all are going so hard against these 5G towers. First of all, you're talking about cell phone towers that are more than likely going to be miles away from you, or even if they are within a certain proximity. Let's say the closest 5G tower to you is maybe 10 blocks? You mean to tell me that 5G tower that's half a mile to a mile away from you is stronger than the 35 radiation giving off devices you already have in your house? You're worried about 5G, but you have 3 computers. You got 4 tablets. You got a TV. You got a cable box. You got multiple TVs. You got multiple cable boxes. You got Wi-Fi. You got, you might have a radio in the crib. You got a microwave. You have all of these different devices in your crib that give off some type of radiation or whatever it is that you're worried about from 5G, right? You have all these devices in your house that are giving this off. But you think that a 5G tower that you don't even have access to without a 5G device, you think that's going to bring more radiation being that far away from you than the devices that you already have in your house, and you have multiple devices. Every household has a minimum, right? And I'll say this, the minimum. Every household has a minimum of 10, 15 devices that's giving off radiation. Let's not just count the devices in your own household. You might live in an apartment building. You got neighbors upstairs, downstairs, on your floor, left and right, that all have another 10, 15, 20 devices in each of their cribs that give off radiation. But the 5G tower, a mile away, is what you're concerned about. I wish y'all would just make y'all conspiracy theories make sense. That's all I have asked, you understand? 5G a mile away that you think is going to come through your brick wall and burn you, I guess, or be baking you. Meanwhile, you got Bluetooth headsets. Y'all are going to sleep with y'all phones right next to y'all, plugged in. Like, defective phones, they say, are exploding. Like, your phone is charging right next to you in your bed, could possibly explode right in your face. Yet still, you're worried about 5G. Make it make sense to me, please. If you're going to jump in these comments and try to, say anything about 5G, please make it make sense for me. Like, if you can't explain to me how 5G in a tower a mile away is more dangerous than all of the 4G enabled devices in your building that are actually around you and within a decent circumference to you, in a decent area to you, right? Radiation is supposed to bake us and, stuff like that, give us skin cancer and all these other... You're worried about that from a tower a mile away, but you're not worried about that within the circumference of your own home. That's what worries me. That's what worries me. Never mind the fact that doing something stupid like burning down a 5G tower, you can probably get sued and arrested and stuff like that. What are you doing that for? I think it happened in like the UK or something like that. But what's the point? There's nothing smart about that. There's nothing that makes you intelligent. It's stupidity and people seeing stuff on the internet and translating that into real life. Like, y'all worried about the wrong shit sometimes, man. Like, for real. You understand? It's just one of those topics that I've seen so many people are going hard about it too. But my problem is, people are just making all of the dumbest theories in the world about it. Like, make it make sense. You understand? Yeah, don't follow everything you see on the internet. Think with your own mind. You understand? Like, and when they say don't believe everything you see on the internet, a lot of times they say that in reference to, like, the big media corporations, the Fox 5, the CNNs and stuff like that. That goes for you stupid conspiracy theorists too. Like, don't believe all of these motherfuckers neither. Like, learn to understand what's real and what's fake, because the same way y'all say don't believe what you read on the internet when it comes to, like, the, big media corporations, the same thing goes for these little retards sitting in their basement concocting little stupid fake theories and making little fake memes and graph charts and stuff like that don't know what the fuck they talking about. The same thing applies to them. You understand? Don't think, because it didn't come from CNN or Fox 5, hey, it must be true because it goes against what they're saying. No. You got to learn to have some logic, have some type of integrity when it comes to your thinking, and learn to, distinguish the difference between, just what's real and what's fake. And like I said, when I speak on things from a logical and moral standpoint, and y'all not making this 5G shit make no type of sense to me. I don't see it. I don't see how we could have so many devices, and I'm one of them people. Like, let me see, if I count my crib, we got 3 cell phones. We got 2 cable boxes. We got 2 TVs. We got about 4 or 5 laptops. My PlayStation controller. I got my PlayStation. We got Wi-Fi. Got my PlayStation controller, which is, wireless. I got like maybe 2 or 3. We got 2 or 3 wireless chargers in the crib. We got a microwave. We got coffee maker. We got a dishwasher. We got a whole bunch of stuff that's like, either it's Bluetooth or it's dealing with like the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And it's like, we got all that stuff. And you think I'm going to be worried about some type of 5G tower that's like going to be miles away from us? Before you jump on these comments, please understand that you have to make it make sense for me. That's all I'm asking for. No Mercy, Trap New York, NoMercyTV.com. Y'all already know what time it is. Stop believing everything you see on the internet. Please. Thank you.